Hello, this video is about substitution as cohesive devices in discourse studies. Substitution is one of cohesive devices. It is replacement of one linguistic item by another. In other words, replacement of one word or phrase with another word or phrase, used to avoid repetition of a particular item. It's something used instead of the thing you would normally use. For example, the glass broke. I must get another. She already knows this. I think everybody does. In this case, another is another substitute of the glass. Substitution can be divided into three kinds: nominal, verbal, and clausal substitution. The words of substitution used can be one or once, to, so, and not. Now we discuss nominal substitution. It includes one or once. The substitute one or once is the marker of grammar relation. It presupposes a particular noun, typically one that is to be found in the preceding text. Nominal substitution is always accompanied by some modifying element which functions as defining word or clause in a particular context. Tom's bag is old and ugly. He should get a nicer one. In this case, one substitute bike. In other words, one could easily be replaced by bike. In nominal substitution, when a noun phrase is elided or substitute by using one and once. Example, this car is mine, but that one is yours. Let's go and see the birds. One are on the tree. Once, here, substitute the birds, and number one is substitute car. In a verbal substitution, when a verb phrase is elided or substitute by using do. Did Mary take that letter? Did Mary take that letter? She might have done. Done, substitute to take. Substitute take, and do or do not and auxiliaries. She can drive the car, but I cannot. Cannot means cannot drive. It's elided. She wrote the homework, but I did not. Did not means did not wrote the homework. So we are not necessary to make a long sentence here. Just I did not. Okay, now we go to clausal substitution. Here presupposed is not an element with the clause but an entire clause. So, and not are clausal substitutes. Example, is there going to be an earthquake? It says so. So, substitute there going to be an earthquake. Types of clausal substitution. There are three types of clausal substitution. Substitution of reported clause, substitution of conditional clause, substitution of modulized clause. Substitution of reported clause, or the reported clausal that is substituted by so or not, is always declarative whatever the mood of the presupposed clause is, whether interrogative or imperative. For example, has everyone gone home? I hope not. I didn't think so. I hope not that everyone has gone home. That's the meaning. Is this mango ripe? It seems so. It means yes. The mango is ripe. The The essential distinction to be made here is that between reports and facts, reports can be substituted, whereas facts cannot. Reason is that facts are encoded at semantic level, while clausal substitute works at lexicogrammatical level only. Substitution of conditional clause or conditional clause are also substituted by so and not, especially following if or assuming suppose so, etc. Example, everyone seems to think he is guilty. If so, no doubt he'll offer to resign. We should recognize the place when we come to it. Yes, but supposing not, then what do we do? In this case, the word of so substitute is guilty, and another one, and not substitute, we should recognize the place when we come to it. It means we should not recognize the place when we come to it. And now we go to substitution of modulized clause. So and not also occur as substitute for clauses expressing modality. Example, may I give you a slice? She said. Certainly not, the Red Queen said. Okay, that's all. I can conclude here the way of why we use substitution is because we do not want to make repetition here, and as we know that in the writing, if we do much more repetition, it would make readers get bored. And also the use of substitution is to make our writing effective, and our verbal or our speaking is more effective too. That's all. Thanks for listening. Bye.